Hey folks, Rosemary here with Travel with Ro. I am at the Hoh National Rainforest today in the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State. It is beautiful. It just warmed up to 60 degrees, so way different from Florida. I am loving it, absolutely adoring it. So right now we're at the Hoh Rain Forest. We're going to explore a bit, and a little bit later we're going to take the ferry up into Victoria in Canada. So I'll take you around there too. But for right now, I'm going to get some shots of the rainforest, you guys. It's amazing, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, so stick with us. So there are a variety of trails here, even a little mini trail, which is kind of cool. There's not much at the visitor center, which is like bathrooms and postcards. And some of the bigger trails here, and it explains them, and you can get all the different paperwork to go with it and maps and stuff to see. But even here at the visitor center, it's a pretty start. Okay, so I'm sitting for a minute on the trail. We're actually on the Trail of Moses. Mosses. What did you say? Moses. The Hall of Mosses. Ugh, I can't say it. Found some felled trees here, and it is beautiful out here, but not as relaxing as I'd hoped or expected. Which I guess I should have known better. This is a very busy place. You know, everyone's like, oh, if you don't get here by 10 o'clock, you won't find parking. You'll have to wait to get in. And I thought it was just, they're limiting visitors. So that's what it is, right? But people have just been going by us constantly, and I'm letting them by because, of course I have to walk real slow, and I forgot my walking stick. I feel like such an idiot. So, left that in the suitcase. And so I'm going very slow today, and lots of meds, but it is gorgeous out here. Now this, one of the reasons the Hoh Rain Forest is so popular is it's one of the last temperate forests in the US, and so I've got some bugs flying around me. That's why I'm all covered up. I got my long sleeves, and I got my leggings with my fancy socks all pulled up. Got the fancy socks going on, but you can hear people walking past. It's just busier than I expected and quite noisy. Lots of families and kids. But one of the reasons that I expected it to be quieter is they have this independent research project, and it's called 1 Square Inch, which is, and I'll link to it because there are coordinates for an area out here in the Hoh Rainforest where it's supposed to be the quietest spot in the US. So you have, oh, and there's a guide behind me. So I'm going to start walking. It's the quietest spot in the US because it's 1 square inch of silence. It's away from highways, it's away from airports, it's away from houses. And so, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, 1 square inch of quiet, right? So this whole place is going to be quiet. But no, as you can tell, like I said, all the people walking by, these guys over here guiding, it's much noisier than I expected. But it's one of the largest temperate rainforests in the US that you can visit. and it is beautiful. Visitor center is small, like I said, but it's got over 1,200 types of plants in here, over 300 species of birds and 70 species of mammals. There's a lot going on. There's another bench down here, so I'm gonna sit down. But see how pretty it is? It's just gorgeous, and you could have a picnic out here or something. I guess you're supposed to watch for elk. But, and they get a lot of rain. I think it was 164 or 167 inches was the average that they said down in the visitor center. But, you know, online I found a couple different places with park services and stuff where it says anywhere between 11 and 14 feet a year, which is a lot if you're unaware, because Seattle, rainy city over there, gets an average of 3 feet a year. So 11 to 14 feet, that is quite something. I'll give you guys a little view here. I'm going to show you around a little bit more as after we take another break, you know, walk around and check it out. And I'm taking pictures of all the moss in the trees, and it's gorgeous. We've got Sitka spruce out here and Douglas fir and a couple other ones, and there's some cool stuff out here. I really enjoyed the drive out here. I don't know if that's just, you know, it was ridiculously gorgeous, and it felt like we were in the middle of nowhere and all alone. So I think I'm a little surprised to see so many people here. I'm like, where did they come from? There was nobody on the roads. So it's kind of crazy. But, ooh, you hear the birds? It's not silence, but it's pretty. I do have to say that now that we've kind of waited and let lots of people go by us, it's actually a lot quieter out here. You know, there's a few benches dotting the trail and stuff like that, and we kind of like sat and like let a bunch of people go by. And when you're actually out here, it is actually a little bit quieter. There are some mosquitoes though. Again, that's why I'm all covered up. But only a few mosquitoes. And it's great too, because one of the things about Florida that's so tough for me is the humidity really affects my lungs, and there's no humidity here. So even though I'm still struggling with you know, the walking, there's no humidity, and I love it. It's amazing and it's beautiful. Look at all the trees. Okay, so we are gonna head out and get some food. There is actually a restaurant on the property for the Hoh Rain Forest, and it's called like Hard Rain. It's so cute. So I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully it's good, fingers crossed. And we'll be heading to Victoria later tonight, so make sure you subscribe now so you don't miss that video. And so we're taking a ferry this evening, and I'm kind of excited, but we're gonna go check out the restaurant and the gift shop over closer to the entrance of the park. Look at all the cool stuff. Look at all the shirts and stuff. Bigfoot. And I love the octopuses. This is just fabulous. Bigfoot doesn't believe in you either. Look at that. I love it. Look at this burger on the Mount Olympus with everything. Oh my gosh. It's a lot of food. Wow. This is really nice after a long walk. Very good. Okay, so we're at Ruby Beach now, and we passed this on our way to the rainforest earlier. It's actually about 12 or 13 miles along 101 before you hit the rainforest. Oh, it's like glare. I'm trying to, nope. All right, put my glasses back on. And we skipped it in the morning. It was beautiful outside, but we knew that the rainforest was going to be busy, and we had to get out there, you know, before they filled up. And I'm glad we did, because as we were leaving, I mean, there was just like a half-mile stretch of cars stopped at the gate, at the center to pay, and more and more kept coming as we were leaving. Lunch was amazing. Those burgers were great and really hit the spot, and I bought a bunch of cute, you know, Washington stuff. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I wanted to take a moment to mention that, you know, I expected the rainforest to be quieter and calmer. It was a little bit busy with tourists, but it is still absolutely worth a visit. Absolutely worth it. I mean, I loved the drive, first of all. I'm happy behind the wheel. I love driving. So for me, we started just south of Seattle and all the way down around the Olympic Peninsula, you know, down and then north and west, north and around, and it's gorgeous. It's so much fun driving through the mountains and the forests, and oh, it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then, you know, you suddenly catch a glimpse of the Pacific Ocean when you hit right before Ruby Beach. And so this place is famous for the sands that resembles rubies. Right now I'm sitting on some of the driftwood logs, and then there's the sea stacks behind me, some of them. That's the scenery here. It's always voted one of like the prettiest beaches and stuff like that. So we're just here to hang out for a little bit, you know, come down from all that hiking still. And it's just gorgeous here. So I'm gonna take a few shots for you guys. Come on. thanks so much, guys, for coming along on our rainforest and brief beach visit today. If you liked the video at all, please like and subscribe so you can see more of our adventures. Take care, y'all. We'll see you real soon.